Hey folks, it's Will. I wanted to do one of my customary pre-sale videos. Today is November 30th, which means tomorrow is December 1st, aka Cyber Monday, and I'm having a sale. I wanted to just kind of invite you guys all out, www.willmooncustomknives.com. Swing by, check it out, and I've got a whole bunch of knives for sale, including these. I might have some more, by the way, that are not in this video, that are basically like that close to being done. They're in the shop, but they won't make it onto the sale if they're not like totally 100% ready to go. So I'm just saying there might be a few that are not included in this video, but I wanted to just do a video on what I've got ready, just to kind of give you an idea of what's coming up for sale. Some unique offerings this month. I've got carbon steel blades, I've got Wharncliffe blades on the Mark X, which is something I've never done before. So definitely some cool stuff and lots of unique handle treatments and materials that I've not really done on the Mark X before. So cool stuff coming up. Again, www.willmooncustomknives.com. And let's go ahead and get into some of the specifics here. I'm going to start from down here and we'll just move our way back up. I've got this one here is a CPM D2 Tonto. It's got a tiger striped, acid etched, bead blasted combo finish blade. And of course it's got a satin finish spine on it. Swamp green finished titanium, which is basically like a green anodization with a stonewash on it. Kind of hard to photograph, but it's a really cool effect in person. It looks really, really neat. So it's a nice subdued finish. And this has got black G10 with milled traction areas. And then, of course, Ranger green, or I guess some people call it forest green G10 for the backspacer and pocket clip. Green anodized pivot too, which I think is really cool on this one. This one here is in CPM 3V. It is a two-tone drop point. I ran some 3V blades. I had some steel in stock, and it kind of came out good. It was a little thin, but I ran them anyway, and it worked out. So these are just a touch thinner. The regular blades are 1.875. This is like a 1.8, so just a touch thinner than the original Mark X blades, but they work out just great. This is CPM 3V, like I said. It has a nice crown spine on it. This is a two-tone, it's like a stone wash and a satin finish on the blade, matching up with the satin finish finish on this the frame here. Black G10 on the scales, red G10 for the backspacer and pocket clip. It's got interior jeweling on it, and then of course nice Mark X action. Of course, these all have carbide plated lock faces, by the way. I have a Rocklinizer in the shop that does that for me, and it is a really awesome machine. Does a really good job at carbide plating. This one here is in CPM 154, drop point blade. It is a satin finish, full satin finish on it, and the frame on this is what I call my relic bronze finish. It's basically like a bronze finish, matte anodized coloration on it that's been stonewashed. And it's a really, really cool effect. This is Thunderstorm Kevlar. It's basically Kevlar with brass wire in it. I don't know if you can really see the brass in there, but it's a kind of a cool effect. It's really neat. It's basically the Kevlar equivalent of lightning strike carbon fiber. Crown spine, of course, and this has got coyote brown for the backspacer and pocket clip, so pretty cool. This one here is an acid washed CPM D2 blade, Tonto. It has a nice satin finish spine on it. Again, this is that same relic bronze coloration, but this is the wood grain finish, and a lot of people really loved this from last month's sale. I did a Mark VI in this finish, and I decided I'd do a Mark X in it too. This also has wood grain multicolor G10 scales on it. Sorry about the wind. Which I think is really cool. It kind of matches up. It gives you that sort of woodish look to it. Ranger green for the backspacer and pocket clip, and then of course all the hardware is anodized too. It's nice and bronze, so it's kind of a cool matte finished knife. Really nice action on it too. Very, very, very smooth knife. This one here is blue, but it also has orange. I've been told there's a sports team that has these colors, but I don't really keep up too much with football or basketball or anything like that, so kind of a plebeian when it comes to sports and whatnot. But this is kind of a cool color scheme, and I thought it looked good, so went with it. It has a two-tone CPM 3V blade, stonewash, satin, crown spine on it. This is a matte finished stonewash blue anodized titanium frame, blue G10 for the scales with grip texture. Just a real cool knife in general. And of course all the hardware is heat colored too, to kind of give it a little bit of extra accent there. Kind of cool. This one here is kind of unique. CPM D2 drop point blade on it. Stonewash finish. Crown spine. This is a stonewash matte finish on the titanium. The scales are lime green G10, some people call it toxic green, with mosaic pen inlays, which is something I've never done before, so kind of cool. I like the way it looks, and I think it's a nice little accent to this knife in particular. I think it looks great with the lime green here, so kind of cool. This one is the first of the Wharncliffe Mark 10s. Now, this required a little bit of extra engineering to get working. The dimensions, the interior dimensions of this part of the back spacer had to be changed a little bit. So this has got a slightly different back spacer than the others. This one is not quite done, but it was so close to being done that I wanted to go ahead and put it in front of the camera. I want to take it and do some of my crop circle inlays on the inside of the G10 here, which is kind of a glow-in-the-dark effect. So next time you see this, it'll probably have the crop circle inlays in it. But this is a satin finish Wharncliffe, and this is in CPM 154. The frame finish is a stonewash, matte stonewash finish on it, and of course it's got jade green G10 for all the hardware on this, or the furniture rather. And like I said, this is probably going to have some moon glow inlays on the inside of the G10, which of course the jade green being transparent will allow it to shine through. So kind of a cool effect. I haven't done that in years actually, so that's going to be a little bit of a unique knife. This one here is CPM D2. It is what I guess Rick Henderer calls a working finish, what Microtech calls an apocalyptic finish. It's basically a bead blasted finish that's been stonewashed, and it's a really cool finish. It's non-reflective, matte. This was kind of one of my tactical Mark 10s. Has green canvas micarta scales on it, which have been blasted, so they got a little bit of texture to them. OD green G10 for the backspacer and pocket clip, and of course heat-colored hardware here to kind of give it a little bit of extra accent there. So kind of cool there. This one is CPM D2. Has a stonewash finish, but it's kind of a two-tone stonewash actually. You'll notice that the bevels are more matte finish, and then this up here is actually a brighter stonewash. I tried this out. It was just an experiment. I think it looks pretty good. It's paired up with a matte stonewash finish on the frames. Blue anodized pivot. This is blue twill texalium material for the handle scales, and of course it's got black G10 for the backspacer and pocket clip. So kind of a cool knife. Nice action on it too. Really, really nice. They all have good actions, but that one is especially nice. This one's kind of cool. This is CPM 3V, and it has a really neat two-tone effect on the blade. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a small acid etched spot here. And I've got a satin finish up here, and then of course a satin finish on the spine, so it gives it kind of a 3D look to it. I really like it. Acid etched bevels, and then of course it's got a two-tone finish on the frame. Kyanite inserts here. Scales are made out of lava kyanite, which I picked out the best grain out of all the kyanite that was on that entire piece, and I've used that for the scales. So very dramatic kyanite. Satin finish on the face of the frame with bead blasted edges, and the interior is jeweled, as you can see. Black G10 for the backspacer and pocket clip, so really cool. And then we've got this one here. This is CPM 3V. It is a satin finish on the frames here with bead blasted edges, similar to the other knife I just showed you. The big thing here is it's got a really cool handle treatment. This is actually chamfered holes that go all the way through the frame. Lightens it up actually surprisingly a lot, but you can see the blade through there, which is pretty cool. And it gives you a little bit of extra grip. Really nice action on this one, of course, and I just really like the way that this looks here. It's got red Kyanite inlay here too, by the way. Just a little bit of extra accent. I think the whole thing looks really, really neat all together. So, really great knife. So that's the regular options, offerings. Now I might have a few more than this, like I said, that are not quite done. I'm still working on them this evening. Those will go up for sale tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll also have this available for sale, which you have seen in another video of mine. This is my custom carry kit, and I'm in the process of putting this all together. There will be a tritium lanyard involved with this as well. So, you know, another couple of things are going to go into this as along with this. So we've got a pelican case, and on the inside we've got an extra blade, Kyanite scales, and then of course a pocket clip and a back spacer. And then we've got a Mark 10. And this Mark 10 is fully interchangeable. So this is a Tonto blade, and you also get a drop point blade. This is in CPM 3V. This is in CPM D2. So a couple different steels. You get a Kyanite set of scales and G10. And then of course the color matching is done so that you can mix and match between the pocket clip and the back spacer and the scales and the blades and everything like that. So you get kind of a lot of options with this knife. Interior jeweling on it. It's got that nice satin finish with bead blasted. Actually, these are blasted and stone washed edges. And then of course you've got your G10 hardware here for it as well. So this will be available as well. This will not be a normal offering. The carry kits are kind of a specialty thing. So this is going to be one of one for right now. Alright guys, let's go ahead and wrap up. So these will be available tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my website, www.willmooncustomknives.com. Tomorrow is December 1st, Cyber Monday, and they will ship the next day after the order is placed. So 2 to 3 business days after you order your knife, you will have your knife in your hand. And so definitely no issues getting them by Christmas. If you're in Canada and you're international and you're a little concerned about the time frame, please email me. Don't hesitate to do that. I'm more than happy to help you out. And we can discuss some expedited shipping options. But, you know, we in the United States have got a great relationship with our neighbors in the north. And I want to help out all my Canadian customers just in case that there's any issues. So please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions, if you're in Canada. And I'm more than happy to help you out. So if you have any questions about the knives, feel free to post in the comments section below. And with that, I want to thank you all so very much for all the business this year. It has truly been a wonderful experience for me, having transitioned into full-time knife making. You are supporting a small business. You are supporting an individual craftsman in the United States who does things by hand. Each one of these is built one at a time. So, you know, this is not a mass-produced product. This is specialty, high-quality gear. And I want to thank you all for supporting me in this endeavor. Truly has been a very wonderful experience, so thank you very, very much. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. You know, again, thanks ahead of time, and see y'all later. Bye.